I think you need to correct the idea of the churches. So the churches were not closed. The church, only the building. So if you say the fellowship center or the church building, so that has not, whatever happened that lockdown has not stopped the church from individual from connecting with God. So it's the building that was locked down. So now the church building is open. So the church, you must understand that the people that we call church is not the building. So though the gathering was restricted, but then that has not made any difference in the life of the individual. So that has not affected your individual prayer life. So if you do, then it's now we're talking of individual. So, but having said that, it's a good news to say about. I think it's okay to do that way. To giving 50% of church capacity, the building capacity to start operating free. It's okay, all that. The church has never been locked down. The government is not telling us what is in darkness. We heard the news, we know what is going on. When the COVID-19 started in China last year, we all heard about it. And so when it moved to Italy, to US, to UK, so we have people that were going, we saw what was going on. So, coming down to Lagos State where we are, when the government says, do this, as a responsible Christian, you are to obey the government order. There's no room, the Bible does not permit us to disobey the order of the government. So we are to obey. So if you bring these two together, what we see happen in daily basis and the news we're hearing, so that's, I also know that this thing is happening. I receive call from US and from our people in America and our people in the UK. The pastor, please pray for us. So this thing is illegal. So we know that, and I don't want that to be repeated within my environment. And so now, coupled with government giving instruction on how people should move, and I'm also living in the state, so I don't have option than to obey the rules of the government. And I need to make it more real because I also know that this thing is real. I think there's a mix-up somewhere in the information being circulated. I don't know who is giving it, but we learned that we should follow 50%. On our own, we're not even following 50% capacity. All we do is that we set the chair and we put the 2-meter gap. So the number of the chair, if we're looking at 50% capacity, then that will be an issue. Now, within this church, 200, 300 people sit down here before, and we still have 2 services. So, if you now say 50%, that means 150 people will come here to worship. So I look that as not responsible. If I should allow 150 people to gather here today now, to be crowded. So I think the 50% capacity of our church is not. I decided not to adopt that system. I go by the 2-meter gap. And so when you look at the 2-meter gap, so it's by the number of the people that can sit down with 2-meter gap by the side, 2-meter gap by the front and the back. So that's what we follow. And talking about the people, the members, they are very, very happy seeing themselves back to the church. And it's also saying that in the likely coming Sunday, we are likely to increase it to 4 services instead of 3. Because even with this, we still not be able to accommodate all the members, and more are still willing to come. And don't also forget that the people with children cannot also come for now. So that's what we have. So we thank God for that, and it's working. The 2-meter gap, social distancing is working. So that's what we follow. We do follow the 50% capacity of the building.
Thank you, sir.